Hey, what is up, everyone? It's Rich. All right, welcome to Countdown to Spawn 300. Today, well, actually, the second time today, we're going to look at a Spawn comic or two, but we're going to look at issue 200. We've done 100, now we're doing 200, and I wanted to show you this 199 cover really fast. This is Eric Larson and Todd McFarlane did the interiors, but check out this Capullo cover. It's pretty sick. Really, really nice. So I wanted to share that just because it's a great piece, and it's cool to see that Capullo did so many covers on Spawn. Like it's neat that he stayed on for so long and did so many covers, and that's money in the bank, man. If he did like 100 Spawn covers and he's sitting on those, whew, forget about it. But anyway, let's do this. This Spawn 200 cover is very, very nice. I love the way that Todd drew Spawn. It's an interesting cover because it's a little whimsical with him holding the 200 up, but the way that he actually rendered it and stuff like that is really great. There's a lot of Todd's an interesting guy because sometimes he'll do stuff that's more simple, and then other times he can be very finessey, and this is kind of one of his like more finessey McFarlane drawings. He's an interesting guy with that. But again, this goes back to what I was talking about is because Todd was put through a gauntlet of tests to break into comic books, he's actually very, very versatile. And pieces like this really kind of show it, because if you look at some of the interiors for other issues and stuff like that, he wouldn't always draw as fine, but then sometimes he will. It's really weird. Like it was one of those X Factor covers or X-Men, Spider-Man covers that was kind of like this style too. Like, so I'm curious of who actually drew this one. So, oh, okay, this guy did it, and then Glapian and Michael Golden. What's going on here? So Todd McFarlane, creator, writer, layouts, pencils, inks. Michael Golden, layout, pencils. Robert Kirkman, prologue. Man, this is just chock full of goodness. We've got Glapion, Mickey. I don't know how he pronounces his name, so I'm not going to attempt it. It could just be Simon Kudransky. But alright, let's do this. Man alive. This is going to be crazy. I don't even know what to expect. I for sure have this book, but I don't know. So, prologue. Man, this is going to be wild. That's cool. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, man. Wasn't expecting that down there. Wow, look at that. Dude, that is sick. That looks like some Mickey inks. But I could be wrong. I'm getting a little bit of a Mickey vibe down here. Man, that is crazy. So I wonder... Damn. Wow. That is crazy. That is really cool. It's almost got a Scotty Young kind of vibe to it in a weird way. You kind of know what I'm talking about? Like, it's like, man, that is wild. Oh, man. Dude, this is awesome. Telling you, if you watch my last video, this is what I got into comic books to do. Not people sitting around chatting. Give me a heavy dose of this with a small sprinkle of chatting, and I'm a happy boy. That's wild. That looks almost like Portaccio. Wow. Dude, this is sick. Oh my god. Holy shit. Dude, 300 is going to be so good. You know Capullo, he's ramped up, man. He's going to bring it. So this is interesting. Maybe this, I would only be guessing. I wonder if this is, we'll see. If I can't tell if this is a Michael Golden layout with Todd pencils. It's a little tricky to see. I'm trying to like remove all the detail and just think if this feels like Golden. That's a cool Violator, or whatever this dude's name is. Is he considered the Violator when he's like this, or he's just clown? Hit me, clown, because I'm not from your town. That's kind of interesting. Man, the styles are just like morphing. This feels like Sienkiewicz a little bit. Man, this is a great issue so far. Holy shit, they weren't messing around. Oh, man, look at that. I remember this shot. Dang. That's a nice kneecap. The Omega. Why? He's protecting him. Why? The Omega always acts on their own. That's cool. That's almost got an Eric Larson feel. I'm tripping out. Like, this is a very, like, multiple personality disorder issue so far. I'm getting all kinds of different vibes. That's really nice. This is all really nice, but, man. Wow. I wonder if anyone knows who drew, like, is this McFarlane's pencils? Or is this McFarlane's pencils over Golden's layouts? I'm completely confused. They're a great combination, though. Like, god dang. This guy gets really big right here. The size relationship, because Clown is small, but Clown's got a human-sized head. But, like, this guy is, like, his mass is, like, increasing. It's interesting. Like, you see how he's a little more gaunt here, and, like, the... Yeah, it's distorting a little bit. It's not bad, though, but it's noticeable. Size relationships are somewhat important, but I mean, this is pretty pedal to the metal. It's not a huge deal. And also, it may read different in the comic than on the computer screen. Sometimes you can catch stuff looking at it this way, and sometimes you miss things. That's really nice. Wow, this is so good. That's a great little gesture. His face, expression. Wow. This is making me pretty excited for Spawn 300, I have to say. Wow. They went back to the old red, too. That's funny. We haven't seen this exact color pop up as much in the comics that we were looking at. It's usually a blend, but that flat red really harkens back to the earlier issues of Spawn. That's nice. Again, these are for entertainment, and you know, I always recommend highly. I would pick up the comic books over the digital versions of them, and you can always get trades. And Todd's got the Vault Edition #2 coming out in about 7 days, so it's gonna be a good one. Man, that is so cool. Always with the kick-ass hands. Yeah, that is really, really cool. I love the fingers sort of under the wrapping of them under there. And stylish, you know? I mean, like, is that 100% accurate? Probably not. But does it matter? No. Because he got this gesture really good. The thumb looks great. And then you just, you know, this finger's at a great angle. I love that. But yeah, this is really cool. It's probably damn close to accurate, but you know what I mean? Like, if you can get enough of the right stuff down, then you can kind of, strategically hide other things, or you know, this is great. Man, the inking and stuff like on this stuff is very, very cool. Okay, so that's cool. Wow. They are a very, very interesting combination. It works well. Wow, that is a big drawing. It's so hard to do. It's a lot of real estate to fill with rendering and stuff like that, and to handle it well. Oh man. We may take a peek at Spawn 201. I'm a little curious of like how it proceeds after this, because I'm not sure who the art team is on it. That's really cool. Oh man, wow. Man, that character is so crazy looking. That is a huge drawing too. Wow. Oh man, that is so cool. It's like two superly creepily colored flesh guys going at it. The undead. Oh man. God. See issue 100. Huh, that's funny. We looked at issue 100. We're on this. Oh man. That's cool. I love stuff like that. Man. Yeah, this is really, really interesting. I'm so like, we'll go back to the credits in a second. This can't all be the prelude, right? Like, hold on one sec. Let me just for my own curiosity. So we're 39 pages in this. I just want to see something up here really quick. All right. So what were the credits again? So Todd McFarlane, creator, writer, layouts, pencils, inks. Michael Golden, layouts and pencils. So these two guys did this. And then where am I? Oh, epilogue. Okay, I was getting confused. For some reason, I thought there was a prologue. I don't know why I had that in my head. So that, so prologue writer. So interesting. Oh, where does the prologue end? Oh, this is the prologue right here. Is it just one page? Oh, okay, okay. Sorry, shooting the video, I missed stuff like that. All right, so let's go back to that. All right, that makes a little more sense. I thought that it was going to be an intro with McFarlane and Golden. You know, like a 6-page thing that maybe like led into the story, and then it was going to switch. So yeah, I can't really spot the other penciler's work. People that know his work better. I know that he did actually a lot of issues of Spawn, but I haven't seen anything specifically that I noticed is his, but I'm not the right person to ask, honestly. There were definitely eras of Spawn that I sort of drifted out on. This looks like Golden because of the size of the eyes. He tends to do fairly big eyes, but like that doesn't really look like Michael Golden to me that much. We'll see. When we go to the next issue, we'll get an idea. This is cool. Man, that's so brutal. He created a real interesting character. You know, it's like if it's Spider-Man meets Batman, and then he just put this sort of like heaven and hell sort of spin on it. Okay, this is the other artist. So I recognize it now. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought that guy's stuff was a little more kind of photo realistic, but I wasn't sure. That's really, really nice. Yeah, okay. This is, yeah. This stuff is interesting. It's definitely a different vibe. That's wild. Man, that's actually very Michael Golden, funny enough. The lighting on the face is like pretty classic Golden, but this stuff doesn't really look like Golden. Yeah. Okay, and that was the end of it. Wow, that ended like abruptly. All right, so let's take a little look at Spawn 201 just for fun. Another Capullo McFarlane cover. I'm telling you, man, this is money in the bank. I've never ever seen any of these covers for sale. But yeah, if Capullo is sitting on, you know, 100 Spawn covers, like seriously, that is so much cash. Never count another man's cash, but I'm just saying. The fact that they don't sell this stuff is pretty smart. Okay, so this is going to be Simon Kodransky's art. we'll check out an issue of this. It'll be fun. It's different. I mean, this is Jason Sean Alexander, who does the book now, has more of this vibe. It's like a little photorealistic. It's you know, more cinematic, I guess you'd call it. So, who wrote this one? I'm sorry. Let me just go back really quick. I just want to see the credits really quick. Writers Will Carlin. So again, this is what I'm talking about, where I made the reference to Dave Sim, and it's very important that we acknowledge Todd McFarlane and his achievement with Spawn, getting to 300 issues, and then ultimately at 301, he'll surpass Dave for the longest running independent comic. But we can't disregard that Sim did 300 issues that he drew himself. He had Gerhard doing very elaborate backgrounds. Dave also wrote the book and lettered the book. That's a huge achievement that I think is important to give credit where credit's due, because Sim is a badass, and he wrote the shit out of that book too. Oh my god, it's 300 issues, but it's 1,000 issues worth of text. Man, this is wild. This is really nice. It's a very different vibe, though. But he's really good. There's no two ways about it. This guy's talented. And then I thought what we'd do is we'll squeeze in Spawn 299 really fast after this, and just sort of like wet our teeth on 300. And I've ordered 300. I've actually got 2 copies coming. I think I'm going to get a third. I used to always buy 3 or more. But yeah, like any of the books, when I started collecting, this is great. I love this texture back here. Yeah, I would get like 1 to open, 1 to keep forever, and then 1 to sell, to pad my bank account with millions and millions of investing dollars worth of early Image comics. It didn't work out for me. I remember when Shadowhawk #1 was probably one of the most expensive back issues that you could get from the Image books, which is probably funny in retrospect, because it wouldn't surprise me if you could get it cheaper now than you could back then. But yeah, and then I started going back and buying a lot of the Todd McFarlane Amazing Spider-Man stuff, which was a little more expensive. But well worth it. I mean, I still bought when the prices were more affordable than what they are now. I have a really, really nice copy of Spawn 300, in fact. I mean, Amazing Spider-Man 300, right? Yeah. Mine's like pretty, like it's probably a 9.6 or a 9.8. I've never had it graded, but it's in really good shape. You never know what they're going to find, though. That's the thing. But I've had it for a long time, but those can go for a lot. Yeah, this guy's really, really good. It's just, it's so different. It seems so much more serious. I do like the fun element of Capullo, and this almost says like Tom Coker is another artist who kind of draws like this. Man, that's wild. He's doing some nice stuff, though. I mean, there's definitely I like the effects that he's achieving, and this reminds me of Daniel Zagil. I think that's his last name. I have some of his old stuff before he broke into American comics, and he would do backgrounds that were like this, but they were drawn like this. You never know when you see stuff like this. Like, I mean, obviously a lot of it's photographs that he's either drawing over or whatnot, but he can clearly draw, because this would be difficult to find exact reference for everything. It would be a hard way to work, to have to do a photo shoot. Okay, so we're gonna end, oh no, we're gonna go to Spawn 299. My bad. That would be a hard way to work, to always have to do a photo shoot for every comic that you draw. Okay, so this is McFarlane cover. This is $2.99. And very, very garish colors. This is it's like, man, this isn't even like Image Comics colors. This is like, it looks like 80s. I'm sure it's a reference to something that he did at Marvel. If I'm not mistaken, a friend of mine was saying that a lot of the covers that Todd's been doing. So this is Jason Sean Alexander. I actually know Jason, really great guy, very talented artist. I actually tried to get him work when he was doing independent stuff at Wildstorm, and they didn't pull the trigger on him, and I thought it was a big mistake. But I saw his work on, God, what was it called? It was some creepy book that he did, Empty Zone, I think. And yeah, I thought he was great, and I was excited. I did it with a few artists. I brought Ben Oliver's stuff into Wildstorm before he was Ben Oliver that we know today. And they were like, they ended up hiring him like 3 years later, but I was way ahead of the curve on him. And I would try to help these people that I thought had a lot of talent get in. But sometimes I'm more visionary than the people that I associate with, apparently. But yeah, Jason's great. This is cool. This is interesting. I've seen other issues of Jason, and this is actually more more stylish. I think when he does more of the talking head stuff, it gets a little more sort of like this style. He's good with monsters. That's really cool. I'm assuming that he'll get some sort of a short story or something in Spawn 300, but I could be wrong. I don't know. He's been doing the book for a while, if I'm not mistaken. Man, that's creepy. Yeah, that is wild. That looks like Jorge Safino a little bit. Or his son now. This is cool. Really wild. Oh, man. Oh, I love comic books. When they're done good, they're so fun. That's I have seen that in the comic book or the cover. It was funny. I remember that from, it was probably a previous issue. It's funny seeing him like this because he was in some of those early issues that we looked at, and he was so, like, I was referring to him as like he looked like a Robert Crumb, like stoner art, like hippie comic from like the 60s or something. But like when you see him in normal, like drawn more realistic, it's like he's like the pastor. Oh man, this is hard stuff to draw, man. Like a TV set and Spawn's gonna show up. Like, yeah, it's tricky. Like it's one of those things where when you see it in the comic and someone does it well, it like makes sense. When you read it in a script and you're trying to like lay it out yourself, it's a whole nother enchilada. Because a really good artist makes it one, look easy, and then two, it, like I said, it just looks like it makes sense. You go, yeah, of course, why wouldn't it be drawn like this? But to come up with the idea, the colors are great. It's really nice. He may be coloring himself. I don't remember what the credits were. Well, we can double check in a second. It's not like there's a ton of coloring going on, but yeah, that neon green has always been a favorite color of mine. I'm curious of if what the future for Spawn holds though over the next like year, if Jason is staying on or what's going to go on, because I'm not 100% sure how long he's been on the book, and I don't. Oh, this is like a preview of 300. Oh yeah, Campbell. Fun. Oh yeah, this is Jerome Opeña. I saw these pieces. I'm friends with his art dealer, and he had showed them to me a while ago. This is great. It's really good. Jerome Opeña is such a badass penciler. So yeah, all right. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that was fun. Have a great day, and we'll all talk tomorrow when Spawn 300 comes out. And oh yeah, this is Spawn Kills Everyone, right? A friend of mine, I don't know if he drew the whole interior of the book, but J.J. Kirby, I think was a part of that. And Dark Horns, yeah, it'll be an exciting day. And then when I get the Spawn Vault edition, we'll go through that too. And then the channel will kind of get back to its like regular programming. But this was really, really fun. And I definitely would like to look at more Angel Medina stuff. I thought that was pretty interesting art, and had some cool stuff going on. That is a nice drawing. Capullo, of course. God, he's so good. Greg is so good. He's so freaking talented, man. And just he worked hard for it, though. That's the thing. It's like we've seen the evolution of his work, and he did some stuff for, it was either DC or Marvel before coming on to Todd's. He had been in the business for a little while. So, all right, have a great day. I'll talk to you later, and smash the like, subscribe if you haven't, and check out the rest of my channel. There's a lot of stuff. You can always check out Patreon, too, for over 200 unlisted videos, and blah, 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 blah. All right, talk to you all later. Bye.